Good evening, Raider baseball fans. And it's Friday Night Baseball, Jonathan, here in Buda, Texas at Jack C. Hayes High School in Buda, Texas, home of the Hayes Hawks. Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Francis alongside Mr. Jonathan Kaspar as we are just about ready to get underway here at Hayes. It's a beautiful, nice and cool, sunny evening here in Buda.
Much needed rain in the area. Just was a blessing. Has brought the temperatures down nicely. Little breeze, nothing crazy. As we're sitting out here on the, again, I call it the concourse, the little patio out next to the clubhouse as our normal resting spot here at Hayes Baseball Field, and ready to bring another one, and hopefully not a 13-inning marathon as
Right.
we had on Tuesday night. Hopefully, we can take care of business and start like we did, but finish strong. So.
The Hayes Hawks come into tonight 11-5-1 on the season. They're 3-2 in district play. They're coached by James Howard. He's in his 10th year with 148 career wins. He's assisted by Steve Riojas, Elijah Gonzalez, and Raul Lopez. Their 2024 record was 21-11 and 8-6 as the by-district finalist. They had 5 returning starters. Your Rouse Raiders come into tonight 12-5-2. They're 3-2 in district play. They're coached by Chad Krimpine. He's in his 24th year with 527 career wins. He's assisted by Manny Perez, Drew David, and Will Noble. Their 2024 record was 34-10, 10-4 in district play, and a state semifinalist with 4 returning starters. We have some scores from across the district from Tuesday night.
Yes, sir. So 25-5A scores for week 3 of district play. Liberty Hill taking down Lockhart in Lockhart 8-0. Hayes and Rouse, as mentioned a moment ago, we did go a marathon of 13 innings. Rouse just outing Hayes 9-8, outlasting them by the 1 run there at the end. Glenn and Lehman, Kyle Lehman in a pretty close one. Glenn coming out victorious 6-3 at Kyle Lehman Field. And then Cedar Park falling to Leander. Leander, 2 in a row now.
Yeah.
Leander winning 5-2 at home against Cedar Park. And all those teams will be underway for Game 2 this evening. We will have those updates to you tomorrow for anybody that wants to join us. We will have a bonus game of the week. As we travel to College Station and bring the game to you from Aggietown.
Now, that's what I don't know if I have time to actually update all those scores since once we get home tonight.
Well, we get there early enough and do a little cut and paste maybe if we've got time. We'll see. We'll
see.
So we can pull them up and give them to them over the air versus actually having the visual to go with it.
So waiting for the umpires to show up. So we can get ready to get underway. I didn't update those.
Update on the standings. That's okay.
I think I'm going to have to look maybe to Max Preps for the standings because those standings right there aren't accurate, especially when you consider head-to-head, where these standings have Glenn actually ahead of Rouse, but Rouse swept Glenn.
Yeah, just because of.
So I don't really trust those standings that Texas High School Baseball puts up. Oh, there's the umpires. They're finally.
Yeah, they're making their way here. And
if you can't make it on time, just make it when you can.
That's right. And doing a little something different here, folks. We're going a double camera feed this evening. I was able to work my engineering and
wall scaling
spider skills, what you want to say. And I found a nice little spot right on top of our dugout. And I'm able to actually bring you a full view of the base paths anyway. Was not able to work it to where I could get home plate. But again, something a little different. We take what we can, what they give us here as far as having plugs to plug things in and angles and not get the top of players' heads and what have you. And this one worked out great. It's on top of the dugout. We do not have a net view, which is nice, net in our way as we do with our home field or home plate camera for the full field. So we'll do my best to try to bring you infield plays as they happen. Again, work in progress. I get a little caught up as a spectator in the game and forget my duties as the engineer and camera guy. So, but
they finally put it on there for us.
Hey, all right. So we have our game changer, so I can bring stats as the game
unfolds,
gets underway. And now we have, I can't quite get we do have meeting of the coach, or at least Hayes coach is there.
Crimp's on his way. He's headed out there. He's
James
got his
Howard, great guy, talking with him and Crimp before the game. And he said he didn't get home until 1:30, almost 2 in the morning by the time they got home Tuesday night. And then I was like, well, how far away from the field do you live? He goes, well, only 10 minutes. I was like, oh, that's right. He's got to wait for all the boys to get picked up and get out of here and get on the road, those that can't drive.
I bet they probably had some hot parents.
But you can't do anything about that, right?
No, you can't. But there would be some parents inevitably, unless they were going to catch a ride with their buddies to give them a ride home.
Yeah,
which is probably the case.
They had to show up, and
so hopefully we don't get the same in return tonight, or I don't know. College Station may be a question mark tomorrow.
Oh, tell me about it.
Because we live just minutes away from Rouse, and you got home about 15 till 1.
Yeah, that's 12:45. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we got out of the field of packing right about 12:35. But again, we're both about a mile from the field. I'm a mile doorstep to doorstep.
Right.
from the field. So I think you're probably right there at it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more. You got to go deeper in my neighborhood to get to my house than you do in yours.
1 or 2/10 of a mile further.
And so you're just on the other side of Crystal Falls.
Yes, sir. And got a good crowd showing up. You are going to hear, so similar to Tuesday night where we had our softball game going. Right next to us are the Hayes Hawks playing the Leander Lionesses, I guess. Is maybe
the Lady Lions.
There you go, Lady Lions or the Lionesses of Leander. They're playing going right now as well. So you may hear cheers and banter and music for over there, but we'll try to keep that to a minimum. And we should be getting close to getting our announcements underway as we are getting a little bit of a late start on this game. Trying to go 7 o'clock is always the attempt for first pitch, but when, again, the umpires have their own thought process and own clock, you're sort of at their mercy because you can't really get the game going.
Well, if they were coming from Austin trying to come down I-35, that was a mess for sure.
Yes, sir.
And then when I came in right here in front of the high school, because you have to, if you're coming from the north side, you have to drive to the south side of the school to actually get back here to the baseball field.
And I did my normal. I came in on the north side prior to the school and came all the way through the back parking lot to see that it was blockaded off and under construction. So,
all right. Well, the coaches have had their meeting, and we'll be getting ready to introduce the lineups here in just a moment. So definitely some shakeups in the Raider lineup tonight.
A little bit, repositioning of folks as far as where they sit. Not really anybody different in the lineup. It's just where they're positioned at in the batting lineup. So.
Leading off for your Rouse Raiders, number 3, Adrian Graves in left field. He's followed by number 12, Christian Caro at second base. Batting third will be number 7, Jacob Solis at shortstop. Batting fourth will be the first baseman, number 9, Mason Gonzalez. Batting fifth will be number 6, Connor Thompson in center field. Batting sixth will be number 27, Adolfo Erives in right field. The designated hitter will be number 11, Andrew Sanchez. He'll be hitting for the starting pitcher for the Raiders tonight, number 33, Carter May. Batting 8 will be the catcher, number 21, Carson Pruitt. And rounding out the order will be the third baseman, number 1, Scott Knight.
Oh, look at her tape job on her knee.
Oh, ain't that cool?
Yeah. I've got my.
There you go. Got that ribbon.
My ribbon on.
I got mine too. Where's it at?
It's there on the. It's underneath. Yeah, just underneath the.
You got our ovarian cancer awareness ribbons in honor of Norma Francis. She passed in January as the Raiders have dedicated their 2025 season in honor of her memory.
And wearing those aqua-colored logos on their helmets.
Teal decal.
Aqua teal.
Yeah, teal. Leading off for the Hayes Hawks. I almost said the other. Number 3, Adriano Fernandez at third base. Batting second will be number 16, Ryder Garcia at short. Batting third will be number 1, Joaquin Berumen in left field. Batting fourth will be the designated hitter, number 20, Reese Herring. He will be hitting for number 21, Mark Ramirez, the starting pitcher tonight. Batting fifth will be number 18, Graydon Kidd in center field. Batting sixth will be the second baseman, number 7, Ryan Kumi. Batting seventh will be the first baseman, number 10, Diego Riojas. Batting eighth will be number 11, Ryan Cuevas in right field. And batting ninth will be the catcher, number 13, Joshua Guerrero.
No, it's funny. So if you notice, I got a little crazy over here. So number 3, Adriano Fernandez.
Right.
Number 3, Adriano Fernandez. But number 3, Adrian Graves. So I accidentally started writing number 3, Adrian Graves over here on the Hayes lineup sheet.
We're going to take a moment for the national anthem. We thank you for tuning in and watching Rouse Raider Baseball here on SHN Sports. We'll be right back in just one moment.
See what shall I just and stop for the red are slowly worse again. Oh, set does this stand on back. For the land
It's baseball time in Texas as we're ready to get underway here in Buda.
And the national anthem brought to us by Miss Leanne Rhymes, who is standing right there on left. No, just kidding. She's not here, folks, but I'll tell you what, I would have to guess that was a Leanne Rhymes national anthem, and it was unbelievable. That was so good.
She always is. That's one of my favorite renditions of the national anthem.
Stapleton takes the cake.
Yeah.
Super Bowl. Chris Stapleton last year Super
Well,
Bowl,
now
right?
I'll tell you
Wasn't it?
who takes the cake too was Jimi Hendrix's version.
Oh yeah,
on the national
just
anthem on the guitar.
running on
Oh,
the
my
guitar.
goodness.
Woo!
I'm not,
As
a fan,
a-
I'm not a fan of Jimi Hendrix per se, but
just
I
that
did like
acoustic
that
version.
rendition of the Star Spangled Banner on the electric guitar.
Yes, sir. It was phenomenal. Definitely been some good ones out there. Whitney Houston back in the day doing one. There's some people you just that voice stands out and apart from everybody.
Defensively for the Hawks on the mound, number 21, Mark Ramirez. Behind the plate, number 13, Joshua Guerrero. At first base, number 10, Diego Riojas. At second base, number 7, Ryan Kumi. At third base, number 3, Adriano Fernandez. At short, number 16, Ryder Garcia. In left, number 1, Joaquin Berumen. In center field, number 18, Graydon Kidd. And in right field, number 11, Ryan Cuevas.
Of course, my man Michael Francis got him some freshly squeezed lemonade
I did.
before he came up here, and
What's
got kettle corn stand also serving lemonade. So
It's like back years ago, Eddie Murphy did a spoof on Michael Jackson and saying, lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink.
all
I
right.
can't remember which song he was trying to parody, but at any rate, that was my butchered version of it.
Sounded just like him. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Yeah.
Adrian Graves makes his way to the plate as Mark Ramirez toes in.
And Adrian Graves getting his second stint at
First
leadoff.
low and outside for ball 1.
This will be back-to-back games for him in the leadoff spot.
1-0 pitch. That's a fastball down the middle for strike 1.
And actually, I take that back. It's not back-to-back games. He did have a game against Liberty Hill. He started game 2, I believe, in the
1-1. This is cut on and hit down the left field line foul.
the
for strike
leadoff.
2.
Joe Burry normally rests in that spot, but just not a lot of success there Tuesday night. So coach changing it up a little bit.
The 1-2 pitch. Swings at a pitch down and away. A drop third strike. The throw down to first to complete the strikeout. For out number 1. That will bring up Christian Caro. On deck, number 7, Jacob Solis. First pitch offering. Misses low for ball 1. One-zero pitch. That's outside for ball 2.
Yeah, and again, our normal spot here, camera not able to be right behind home plate, so we're coming just a slight bit off to the first base side.
The 2-0 pitch. That's high for ball 3.
And in stark contrast to Tuesday night, where he really liked the higher end of the zone, we've got to make the adjustment for a new home plate umpire.
A 3-0 pitch. Yeah, it's just right at the top of the zone for strike 1.
Definitely brought that one down just a skosh.
3-1 pitch. That's ball 4. Essentially the same pitch, but a little more inside, as Carl will draw the walk. That'll bring up, did he call him Jaya Soli?
He did. I don't know what that was.
Correcting.
Jacob. Well, the one guy asked if there was any changes in names that he needed to know about. Oh, boots that one, hit it hard down the left field line, hot box. Third baseman Adriano Fernandez was not able to field that as he booted it off his left foot, and we have now 2 runners on.
I think I'm going to have to give him a hit as hard as that was smoked down that line.
I mean, he was in a good position, just was not able to.
Runners at first and second with one out for Mason Gonzalez. Gonzalez will take inside for ball one.
Yeah, unable to squeeze that. Of course, Adriano Fernandez, great job Tuesday night defensively and coming in to pitch.
Connor Thompson on deck. Ramirez comes set. The 1-0. That's outside for ball two. Carl extends his lead at second. Ramirez will step off and look Carl back to the bag.
With nobody covering defensively.
Pitch outside for ball three.
So just like we started out Tuesday night, a very tight strike zone, but more realistic, right? Not something that we have seen in the past, but
3-0. That gets the top corner for strike one.
But again, something you like to see, right? Actual strikes being called strikes.
3-1 pitch. That's outside for ball four, and that will load them for Connor Thompson. 2 walks issued this inning by Ramirez.
And something we did see a few times on Tuesday night was bases loaded. You know, we actually had an opportunity with bases loaded in the bottom of the seventh to win the game in regulation. Not able to come through.
That pitch gets the outside corner for strike one.
Beautiful pitch there. Late movement as that broke and caught the corner of the front corner of the plate and breaks away from the right-handed batter. There's a hit.
Hit out to center field. This will score one, maybe two.
Yeah, too easy.
There will be 2 runs scored.
Nice.
A 2 RBI single by Connor Thompson. And wouldn't Mason Gonzalez be happy for his guy? As he was predicting Thompson to be the walk-off
Not
winner
Mason
on
Gonzalez. Blake.
Yeah, Blake Gonzalez. Did I say Mason?
You said
No.
Mason. There we
This
go.
is hit deep in the hole to first for the second. There will be no play.
Right, okay.
And 1 run.
No
run.
No
kick
score.
across.
No
Okay,
score.
that'll
We
load the
had-
bases again.
Yeah, that was just really a good defensive play by Ryan Kume, but whenever he slid to his knees to be able to come up with the ball, and he hops up and just not able to make a solid throw, so he went ahead and put that ball in his pocket as opposed to making an errant throw.
Ramirez deals. This is hit down the left field line foul, and Gonzalez just hopping that, or it would have been an out.
Yeah, he was standing foul. He was standing foul, so even if he was hit, he's fine.
Okay.
As long as you're standing foul, you can get hit with the ball, and it's okay.
That pitch in for a strike. Nothing in 2, the count to Sanchez. That pitch outside for ball 3.
Great
I mean,
job
ball
of
one.
not chasing, as we did see a little bit of that Tuesday night. Guys just being a little too antsy, a little too amped up, and wanting to swing at things that just weren't there.
1-2, swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch for the strikeout. That's the second out of the inning, and that will bring up Carson Pruitt.
Again, another bases loaded situation here, 2 outs.
That pitch in for a strike. He's going with his off-speed stuff and getting strike.
Yeah, Mark Ramirez here just starting to find it after just really challenging the hitters and having back-to-back hits.
This is into right center. This will score 2 more runs.
That's a triple,
Score 3.
maybe triple.
Rodriguez rounds third. He's headed for home. And Pruitt is going to hold up.
Yeah.
It's-
I was like, it could be a triple. I don't know. Carson Pruitt, is the catcher here for the Rouse Raiders and doesn't possess a ton of speed. And he rounded pretty strong, catching Coach on the way around, and Coach immediately is like, no.
That's a 3 RBI double for Carson Pruitt. And Coach Howard is going to call time, and he's going to make a mound visit as the Raiders have put 5 aboard here in the first.
And Joe Burry did come in to pinch run. Courtesy run. Gosh, I always mess that up. Courtesy run for our catcher, Carson Pruitt, is number 14, Joe Burry.
That good, fresh, squeezed lemonade.
I bet, man. That's. Only thing better than that would be to make it a John Daly.
Arnold Palmer?
John Daly.
What's a John Daly?
It's got extra stuff in it.
Oh.
It's a lemonade and tea, but it's got extra stuff in it.
Oh, okay.
This is a family broadcast, so I've got to keep it.
Right.
I'll just say that it's got other stuff in there.
Scott Knight comes to the plate with 1 on. Ramirez from the stretch. The pitch gets the outside corner for strike 1.
Rider pitch, Scott. Go get it.
Adrian Graves on deck. The 0-1. That's in the turf for ball 1, and that will knock things up 1-1. Believe it or not, he hasn't really gone deep into any pitch counts so far.
Well, they've been jumping on early pitches, and that's, again, something that I'm sure Coach challenged these guys to not be standing on your heels.
The 1-1 pitch. This is lifted high and foul out of play for strike 2.
Recognize a good pitch and let's get on it. Let's get on them quick. Let's do it early instead of sitting back, and then you get 2 strikes on you, and now you're swinging and flailing at balls down in the dirt or brown turf, whatever you want to call it.
The 1-2 pitch. That's high and outside for ball 2, and that will even at 2. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell if you'd like to be notified when we go live. This is hit into left field. Burry rounds third. He's headed for home.
At home. Safe.
And he scored. Oh, my goodness.
He was under the tag. Joe Burry rounds third strong, and there was a great throw from left field, Joaquin Bruman. The ball did beat him, but it was off the plate towards the backstop, and Joshua Guerrero able to get back over. And again, it was a bang-bang play, but it did, from my angle, look like he was able to slide under.
Yeah, he was on top of the plate, and and he applied the tag as he was underneath him, and the umpire called him.
Yeah, hands came through. Yeah, hands came through, and he tagged him on top of the arm. So, but that's okay. We got our 5 runs, and now it's on to see if we can build off of that. We've a good start here offensively for the Raiders, and that's something that has not necessarily been happening over the last several games. But more so, we need to see good, solid defense here.
Defensively for the Raiders, on the mound, number 33, Carter May. Behind the plate, number 21, Carson Pruitt. At first base, number 9, Mason Gonzalez. At second base, number 12, Christian Caro. At third base, number 1, Scott Knight. At short, number 7, Jacob Solis. In left field, number 3, Adrian Graves. In center field, number 6, Connor Thompson. And in right field, number 27, Adolfo Ribes. Due up for the Hawks in their half of the first, Adriano Fernandez, Ryder Garcia, and Joaquin Berumen. What a night for some baseball, Jonathan.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. We'll see if my judgment of going ahead and continue with the shorts and short sleeve shirt comes back to bite me. As I came out early this morning with all the rain, I was like, ooh, it's a little chilly out here as I work from home. And as I left the house, it's warming up nicely. But as that sun goes down, we'll see.
Adriano Fernandez makes his way to the plate. He had the hot bat for the Hawks on Tuesday night. And as we mentioned on Tuesday night, the Hawks very lefty heavy.
Very much so, yes. And again, I think that's been the bulk of the teams that we've seen. I mean, we have more this year than we had last year, obviously, with 3 lefties in the lineup. And now most of the teams that we're playing against are lefty heavy.
Mm-hmm. Liberty Hill was.
And Glenn.
And Glenn, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, to see how many lefties are out there. And
May winds and deals a fastball. Wow. I guess that was low.
oh, look at me. Let's get over here, then ball.
The 1-0. That's it. My goodness. Man, that is a squeeze right there.
Yeah, again, can't tell how low it is from our angle, but they're over the plate for sure.
Swing and a miss on a fastball in.
And that was a swing at, again, what looked to be an identical pitch, and definitely already hearing it from some of the spectators here in the crowd.
Fastball, this is cut on and hit down the first baseline. Gonzalez has it, step on the bag, and that will be it for Fernandez. That'll be 3-U on out number 1, and that will bring up Ryder Garcia's. Ryder Garcia, the shortstop for the Hawks.
Looks like I was able to get it that time. The play on camera.
Awesome.
Woo-hoo.
May from the windup. First pitch offering, a fastball fouled off and out of play for strike 1. That's what you want to see, throwing strikes.
Yes, sir. No doubt. And, build up his confidence, Carter May's confidence, by being able to get in there and throw strikes and challenge these batters.
Fastball outside for ball 1. Yeah, that's definitely some vocal fans.
Yes, sir.
The 1-1, this is cut on and fouled back for strike 2.
Pretty safe.
And if you remember, I think last year, wasn't a Hayes fan that got ejected?
Yes.
Last year?
Yes. Well, it almost was a Hayes fan that got ejected at Rouse's field.
Oh, he wants him to
check the ball because it's off the concrete. Yep. Good call. Good call from Coach Howard. He just wants to make sure there's no scuffs. Those that were never pitchers or don't know, any scuff like that can really, you dig those nails in and you can get a lot of extra movement. That's why they get checked in the majors and collegiately for using substances to help.
1-2 pitch, that's fouled back. May having an effective first inning. The 1-2, that is cut on and goes foul down the right field line.
Well, the primary thing that Carter's, I believe, struggled with, against Liberty Hill primarily was getting downhill. He was leaving everything. It's almost like that chest was just too high whenever he was releasing, and everything was high, was sailing high. He could not get it down. When he started to get it down is when he started to get a little wild and just try to overthrow because he's, getting.
1-2. This is hit out towards center. Connor Thompson is not going to be able to get to it, and that'll be a base hit for Garcia.
Yeah, great hit. Just did not hang up there as much as we had hoped. Was able to drop down and in for a base hit.
Joaquin Baruman will stand in, another lefty. Reese Herring on deck. May from the stretch. Fastball. Low for ball one. May checks Garcia at first. This is hit out towards center. This will fall in for a base hit.
And again, another one that's just the ball is not carrying tonight, as that's now the second ball that seemed like it was tattooed and hit strong, but just drops well in front of Connor Thompson. And, rightfully he's letting it drop so he can play it as opposed to trying to run up and have it get past him.
And Reese Herring batting from the right side. He's the first righty. Garcia extends his lead at second. That pitch will get away from Pruitt. And the runners will advance, and that will eliminate the double play. Don Miller, what's up, guys, from Abilene? Let's go Raiders. Thank you for tuning in, Don. Glad to have you with us. Don, the PA voice for the Raiders when we're at home. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses outside for ball two. Two balls, no strikes to Herring. Fastball. Wow, that was way up.
Maybe a make for one of those previous.
Well, no, should be all three, to be honest with you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Makeup call from not getting the strikes earlier. Yeah, I mean, it's not being made up with the same guy, but
right.
I'm just saying.
The 1-2.
Yeah, it worked. It worked the last time. Might as well try it again.
Three and one, the count.
What?
Now, the scoreboard had 2-2. So he was correcting. 3-1, the count. 3-1 pitch. That's outside for ball four. And that'll load them.
And now Hayes having their opportunity with bases loaded.
Bases loaded and one out.
And just as Coach Howard came out to visit with Mark Ramirez, now Coach Krimpine comes out to visit with Carter May and see if he can settle him down. Graydon Kidd was another one that had a great outing Tuesday night, having gone counting for 3 of the 15 hits that Hayes was able to amass. You mentioned earlier Adriano Fernandez had a great outing as he also had 3 hits. So those two led the Hawks with 3 hits each in Tuesday night's game.
Well, you have a play at any base.
Yeah, and the double play. And the double play's there. So again, if you can get it on the middle infield, let's go ahead and see that double play get turned. Let the base runner at home go. If they
have to turn it before he gets across the plate, right?
No, as long as they turn it, doesn't matter because it's a force. If only in a force situation, if they are able to turn it, doesn't matter when he crosses the plate.
Graydon Kidd comes in from the left side. Fastball. This is hit down the first base side. They're going to get the out at.
Okay. They gave up a 1 run.
They will give 1 run in as Garcia will score.
Number 7.
And that's obviously the one situation he hit it in sort of no man's. I mean, Mason Gonzalez doing everything he could to get to that ball, but
he hits into a fielder's choice.
no real opportunity there to turn a double play, so get what you can. At
Ryan Toomey will come to the plate. May from the windup. Fastball outside for ball one.
It's outside, guys. I mean,
it definitely looked outside.
I hear y'all want everything being called a strike down there, but
1-0 the count to Kumi. Baruman extends his lead at third.
There it is.
Comes in with a breaking ball for strike one. That will even the count.
Pretty pitch there.
1-1 to count. He'll step off, and Pruitt is going to head out to the mound.
Yeah, Pruitt took off to go meet him before he actually got time called. Got to be careful of that. Third base runner over there is paying attention, and
1-1 the count to Kumi. 2 on with 2 out here in the bottom of the first. Raiders leading this one 5-1.
not sure if Pruitt saw anything there, that maybe they were tipping the pitches by the runner at second.
A 1-1, a breaking ball down and away for ball two. Two and one. Man, the air just feels so good.
Yes, it's awesome.
Compared to what it was on Tuesday. It was stifling in that press box.
Yeah, not having windows open didn't help matters.
2-1 pitch. That'll get the outside corner for strike two, and that will even the count.
So Carter strictly pretty much going with the away pitches, right? I haven't really seen him challenge.
Coaches is picking up on what these batters were doing on Tuesday night, and so he struggled on that outside pitch. Deuce is wild. Catches him for strike three, and May able to get out of the inning. They get 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 2. After 1 complete, it's 5-1 Rouse. On to the bottom we go. Due up for the Raiders, Graves, Caro, and Solis.
Please leave it at the press box. If you lost an iPhone, please leave it at.
Oh, okay. I was like, they were making an announcement here. Evidently, somebody lost their iPhone, and it was turned into the press box. So,
yep.
You making a mess over here?
The drawback is with that lemonade, it's sweating and has
right down the.
gotten my defensive charts all wet.
You mean to tell me this isn't level?
I know that might be a surprise. Mark Ramirez back out on the mound to pitch the second. What's his pitch count so far, Jonathan?
Ramirez pitch count 28 pitches in that first inning. Again, they did see the batting. The Raiders
the lineup, yeah,
did bat around in the lineup, so they will start back off here with Adrian Graves, the leadoff spot, left fielder for your Raiders. Again, getting his second opportunity to start out the lineup. Now, he did go down swinging his first plate appearance. So swinging that up again, getting those 2 strikes on him.
Yeah, he chased the outside pitch.
Chased the ball well out of the zone, low and outside. So, just two things that happen.
Graves will come to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and he will take for strike 1.
Again, this umpire does like the low outside half, as there's another one in that same quadrant. Now that was
back to it.
But that was even further outside. And
that's still a strike. He was calling that on Carter May.
Once again, The
0-2 on a pitch way outside. One of the fans of the stand.
Strike call from one of the fans.
Oh, my goodness.
That was sounded almost just like him, too.
The 1-2. That is popped up.
And possibly in play.
Riojas
Oh!
out of his glove. He had the opportunity to make the catch, but it hit on the heel of his
Yeah, he did.
glove.
He
And
thought he was closer to the fence than what he actually was. He had plenty of people letting him know he had room, and he stopped with a good arm's length out from where the fence was, but he still sort of leaned backwards and bounced it off the heel.
the 1-2 from Ramirez, that's in the turf for ball 2. That'll even the count. Christian Caro on deck. Adrian Graves gave a tip of the cap to Mr. Riojas for dropping that ball.
Yes.
So thank you. I get another chance.
Appreciate you.
The 2-2 from Ramirez. Wow.
Now batting, second baseman, number 12.
Wow, that was a terrible, terrible call.
And just what gets me is where they position themselves to read a pitch.
That pitch was a strike.
They and I'm watching that, and that evidently must be an ump school thing.
I guess.
That they have to be behind the batter, body-wise.
Pitch outside for ball 1, and that will even it up.
But what gets me is if they're positioned behind the batter, how are you going to see the outer half of the plate to really know did it catch anything or not catch anything?
Right.
So
this is cut on and hit towards first. Second baseman will play it. Oh, my gosh. What another terrible call.
we got
As
that one on the play. So I'll be up.
Carl beat it out.
Everybody should be able to see that one at home because I did get the camera over.
Keep messing them up.
And I will get to see the opportunity. We got a little bit of a lag here, so.
Jacob Solis will make his way to the plate. He is 1 for 1. He came around to score. And a scoreboard right in the way.
Yeah, the scoreboard's right in the way, so.
That pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0. This is hit over towards short. This is played by Garcia, the throw to first in time. And the Raiders go in order in the second. 6-3 on the putout. On to the bottom we go. Raiders leading this one 5-1. Due up for the Hawks in their half of the second. Riojas, Cuevas, and Guerrero.
Yeah, and I was going to say earlier, this should be the same crew that was umping our Tuesday night game. Obviously, the home plate umpire was the field umpire in Tuesday night's game, and he had choice words for one of the players, and I say choice words, sorry. He may have had some words said to him by a player that he corrected and pointed his finger at and told him he needed to, watch what he says. And then, of course, the home plate umpire also made a turn and looked at one of the Hayes parents in the stands as he was barking frequently, and he didn't really like that too much. So we'll have to keep our eye out and see if at any point the home plate umpire makes a correction to any of the fans.
Looks like there may be somebody in the bullpen, but you can't really tell.
There is somebody in the bullpen, yes. And
Yeah, that's right, Don. Scoreboard in the way. We noticed that too. Nana says, let's keep it going. Amen to that.
number 12 is who was in the bullpen. I saw him walking out.
Diego Riojas at the plate. He will take for ball 1.
You said you took. Oh, that screenshots. There we go. I got it. Number 12 is Tucker.
1-0.
Miss.
Swing and a miss. One and one the count to Riojas. May from the stretch. From the windup. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. A little off-speed action.
Yeah, I don't believe there's the ability to move that scoreboard, is there?
Actually, there is, but I'm not going to do it during the broadcast.
Okay.
It'd be nice if we could find those one-line type. This is hit out towards left.
Oh, yes.
Graves
Okay.
over. He makes the catch.
That worried me a second because he just
And it floated up there.
Well, it was a flip of the wrist is all it was. It looked for sure like it was going to drop shallow, but Adrian Graves with enough speed out there in left field to run underneath it.
Well, that still bring up number 11, Ryan Cuevas, the right fielder. One away for Cuevas. Cuevas batting 8th in the order. That first pitch misses high for ball 1. It's down the middle, but high.
But high, yes. And again, he has shown that he is not going to call that this evening.
1-0 pitch. That's in on the hands and off the bag, and it's fair.
Which makes it fair. Yeah, Scott Knight was there in position trying to get to the ball before it got to the bag and just not able to get there and to position himself. And ball came up and bounced off the bag and over his shoulder.
That'll bring up Joshua Guerrero. Guerrero catching tonight.
Of course, that would go down, should go down as a hit. Not an error on Scott Knight.
Ryder Pearson was the catcher on Tuesday night. Guerrero, the catcher, I'm sorry. Pearson, the catcher. That pitch outside for ball 1.
I mean, it could have been a pitcher, too. I mean, we had 5 on each side. I mean, there was 10 pitchers.
Pearson was the catcher, I'm sorry. And so, Guerrero, the catcher tonight. Cuevas extends his lead at first. The 1-0, swing and a miss.
Again, having to pull the trigger on that outside pitch, knowing that there is the potential for a strike call.
He liked that fastball coming at him. He's just on that outside corner.
Yeah, and that could be the deal, right? You sit in red, and you get the pitch you're wanting and pull the trigger without realizing that it's not over the plate.
Swing and a miss for strike 2 as he chases an off-speed pitch.
Change up there. Looked really good and obviously way out ahead.
Fernandez on deck. One, two, swing and a miss for strike 3.
Now batting.
2 away for Adriano Fernandez.
Carter with a really good breaking pitch on that one. Again, just baiting him in with it being starting on the outer half of the plate and then breaking off the plate and out of the zone, but already committed to the swing.
Fernandez 0 for 1. He grounded to first his first time up. That pitch inside almost gets him on the feet for ball 1.
Not really hearing a lot over there on the softball field.
That pitch gets the outside corner for strike 1. That kind of looked tying outside, but
yeah,
they called it. 1-1. Riojas extends that lead. That pitch and for a strike. It's a late strike call. And
but that
Fernandez has been a 1-2 count.
Catching a lot of the plate. Adriano got him his own little stat sheet on his forearm as he keeps referencing that after each pitch.
The 1-2, that is cut on and hit over to second. Caro has it. Throw to first. Way wide. And that'll be an E4.
Standing up in the plate. She snapped. I 16.
And defensively being plagued by errors over the last 3 games have been the Raiders.
Just a routine play. Throw to second, and he throws 2 feet wide of Gonzalez. That'll bring up Ryder Garcia. Garcia 1 for 1. He singled to center. First pitch inside for ball 1.
Sounds like
and this is what it's what you don't want to do to your pitchers. You start asking your pitchers to do more because you extend the inning
correct
on an error.
Correct, because then they feel that it's up to them to get the strikeout because they don't have any faith in the defense behind them, and you don't ever want to see that, and you want to be able to challenge these guys, hit pitch to contact as the saying goes, but.
Pruitt gives the sign. May from the stretch. The 1-0. Just a bit high.
Call it both ways.
Good looking pitch.
Slot. Do something. Figure it out.
What was that?
2-0 the count.
Oh, it's not, mate. That's not. No, that's Phil.
This has popped up, and
No, it's this guy here.
that's fouled off and out of play. Two and 1 the count to Garcia. This is hit deep to right field. Arribas underneath it. He makes the catch. And that will do it. They get no runs on 1 hit. They leave 2. On to the third we go. Raiders leading it 5-1. Due up for the Raiders, Gonzalez, Thompson, and Arribas. But is that him right there? Well, at least he's doing it both ways, right? Because he's talking about this.
He was here earlier watching us warm up,
Uh-huh.
but he's got shirt on, so it's like probably a softball, baseball team,
Uh-huh.
or travel team, summer team. He's the one doing it.
Mark Ramirez back out on the mound.
Yep, and again, defensively, probably no changes, I wouldn't suspect.
Don says, sounds like more umpires in the stands. They should suit up.
Yeah, you got that right, as it's definitely been one primarily being very vocal for this game, and, again,
Yes,
as I mentioned.
Parent.
Yeah. I mean, I see who it is, and he was here earlier. I don't recognize him as a parent, but he was.
Well, he's wearing a blue cap, right?
Yeah, and he's.
Ramirez pitches inside to Gonzalez for ball 1. Thompson on deck. The 1-0 pitch. This is
Holy
line back to Ramirez, and he makes the catch.
I mean, that was purely reactional as the ball caught him because he was moving, and unbelievable. Unbelievable catch. That was a nuke up the middle off the bat of Mason Gonzalez.
Yeah, I thought that for sure that was going into center field. That pitch down and away, but a strike.
But a strike.
This is hit into left center. That'll be a base hit for Connor Thompson. He thought about heading to second, but
he did.
He will stop and.
Well, again,
hold up.
Graydon Kidd doing a great job of cutting that off and not allowing it to get through the gap. And Connor Thompson doing the right thing, rounding hard in anticipation that if it was missed in the outfield, he could have easily turned that into a triple.
Ribes will come to the plate. He's 1 for 1. Ramirez from the stretch. Ribes calls time and
is awarded.
Up.
Is awarded time.
Andrew Sanchez on deck. Ribes will foul this one out of play.
Yeah, a little late on that.
Strike one.
On that offering.
Ramirez takes a long look in. Comes set. That pitch down and away for ball one.
Not calling that one that time.
1-1 the count to Ribes. One pitch. That's in the turf for ball two.
Oh gosh, from my angle, looked like he got hit. Because it was right at where his elbow was, and right as it made past his elbow, it hit the ground, and it looked like it
bounced
down.
3 foot in front of the plate. Throw over to first, not in time as Thompson dives back in safely. Ramirez trying to catch Thompson sleeping, but because he goes right back to him as soon as he gets the ball. Again, he goes to first, not in time. 3 straight pitches to first, or 3 straight throws to first. Excuse me, getting tongue-tied.
See if they're in the way again, if the box is in the way.
This is hit back up the middle and into the center field. That'll be another base knock for Adolfo Ribes. Runners at first and second.
And again, another very strong hit ball off of one of the Raiders' bats. You know, Mason not finding the hole, probably the hardest hit ball that we've seen in this game. With a quick defensive play.
Sanchez lifts this one foul down the right field line. Man, that would have been sweet if it had stayed in.
Yeah, I mean,
it was so slow in developing. It was that it just, I don't know, to me, it just seemed like it was just kind of floating.
It was. I mean, it was well over the first baseman's head.
That would have given
Diego
Thompson definitely room to score from second. That pitch down and away for ball one. That'll even the count at 1. Carson Pruitt on deck.
One thing we have not seen yet is an attempt at a steal.
This is hit foul down the left field line.
To try that arm of Guerrero. Something that is, again, not the catcher from Tuesday night.
2 on with 1 out. Here in the top of the third, Ramirez will spin off and look Thompson back to second. Nobody holding him on. Again, he'll step off. He's like got something in his eye.
It was his finger right just then. Sorry, Dad humor.
The 1-2, that's in the turf.
And spiking it in the ground well before home plate.
2-2. Swing and a miss. That'll bring up Carson Pruitt. Carson Pruitt had the 3 RBI double.
Yeah, hit that
back in the first.
Went shopping at the gap and the right center field gap and
Scott Knight on deck.
Had him an easy double.
This one hit foul down the left field line.
Who is that? That the kid is actually getting it. He's getting his.
This is hit back up the middle. This is into center field. Thompson rounds third. He's headed for home. And he will score another RBI for Mr. Pruitt.
Very, very good piece of hitting there from Carson Pruitt. Staying with that pitch.
Raiders extend their lead 6-1.
Scott
Knight coming to the plate.
Got to give props. Nathaniel Strait absolutely getting it on the dugout fielding percentage over there on these foul balls. Really? Boy, he has been just booking it up that line as the balls.
I was talking with Coach Perez. He used to coach here at Hayes, and he had nothing but good things to say about that young man right there.
Oh, yeah, you could tell, man. I know he came in and pitched late in the Tuesday game.
That pitch in for a strike tonight. Yes, it's 2 Knight. Look how that came out. Knight is 1 for 1. He singled.
Oh, wear it.
That one inside for ball 1. And
wear it for bases loaded. Just able to duck out of the way of being hit by that pitch.
The 1-1, that's outside for ball 2. Which Strait came in relief.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, he came in last night and pitched.
Tuesday night's game.
Tuesday night's game, yes, sir. He pitched. And
Adrian Graves on deck. Rives extends his lead. This is popped up. The high fly ball to right.
Shallow right field.
Cuevas underneath it. He'll make the catch, and that will end the Raider third. But they get 1 run on 3 hits. They leave 1. And after 2.5, it's 6-1 Rouse.
It's ready to turn off the crowd mic, and hey, what do you know? It never got turned on.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we kept running into that the other night.
Yeah,
of course, they have their sound system turned up really loud here. So
yeah, they do, and that's why we've got to.
I think Don actually sent a message to you on your phone about adjusting a camera. I'm not exactly sure.
Well, he's probably talking about adjusting the.
Oh, on the camera on the dugout?
Yeah, Don, I'd love to, but that camera is positioned, camera 2.
It's on top of the dugout.
On top of the dugout.
There's no easy way to get to it.
Anywhere I would move it, I mean, that was the best location to try to get as much of the infield as I could. It will not allow me to pan out any further to be able to get home plate.
Carter May back out to pitch the third. Due up for the Hawks in the third, Baruman, Herring, and Kidd.
It looks like we've got... No, nobody's warming up yet. There's a couple of...
guys headed out there.
Well, that's... Comorn is stretching, getting ready. I think he's going to come in and hit at some point in time in this game. He did pinch hit.
Yeah,
in Tuesday's game, which was his
on an error, but
first game back, and
he made something happen.
Yeah, Comorn, one of the catchers of this season. That,
in fact, he sparked that 2-out rally,
5 runs.
Baruman is 1 for 1. He singled to center. He'll swing and miss for strike 1.
But yeah, Comorn not able to play defensively, but is able to swing a bat as he's been cleared.
See, I wish we had a nice big press box like this.
Yeah, we had all kinds of room and we could have sat in there, but not that we needed to. It's nice out here.
This is popped up and playable. Jacob Solis will make the catch, and that will retire.
Yeah, weak little fly ball into shallow infield. Jacob Solis actually having to run up on that as he was playing at the grass dirt line or brown turf to green turf line.
Pitches
short.
2 pitches, 1 out. Herring drew a walk his first time up and was left stranded at second. Fastball hit the outside corner. Ooh, what a generous.
And again, the one that was barking about bad calls, all he could do was laugh at because, again, just not a strike.
All right. Swing and a miss on a fastball, working that outside corner. 0-2 the count to Herring.
I feel that was a strike, though, even without the swing and miss.
Yeah.
That was a great pitch from Carter May. Again, just living, and you see these batters crowding the
0-2, that's high and outside for ball 1.
Yeah, every batter, if you look, there is not a single one of them that's standing in the middle of their batter's box. They are all on that line, getting every opportunity they can to be able to make contact with those outer half pitches that are being called strikes this evening.
1-2. That is a poke over to second. Caro covers it. He has it. The throw to first in time. And that one was spot on.
Accurate throw this time. Very nice from Christian Caro. You can see a tendency to have the yips. You know, you have one go bad, and then next thing you know, you're thinking about it, which is a part of the game that's so natural for these guys. They've made that throw so many times that it's just,
for the first 15 games, Coach Crimpine, and now we're talking before the game, for the first 15 games, they had the highest fielding percentage that he's
ever had. Yes, sir.
That pitch misses inside for ball 1.
Yeah, he did mention that. So, what's happening here in these last 3 games has just been a
kid hit into a fielder's choice his first time up and was thrown out at first. The 1-0. This is hit back up the middle.
Oh, you don't want to see that.
May barehanded it
with his throwing hand. Yeah, you don't want that to happen, and
it'll end up being a base hit.
And with that deflection, it actually, put a different spin on the ball. Jacob Solis made his way across, passing over second base to catch that ball. And with the spin that happened off of Carter May's hand, it actually hit the ground and spun away from him when it bounced off the turf. And
I'm sure Coach was, what are you thinking?
Hey, Carter May?
Yeah.
That is all reactionary. Yeah, that is purely as much as it was reactionary for Mark Ramirez to make that catch from Mason Gonzalez. That was a natural reaction for him to try to barehand it.
Kumi will take for a ball. Another pitch that looked like a strike. Maybe a little low.
Possibly low. But again, he's been liking that low zone pitch tonight, or at least that's been what he's been showing, and not giving them anything up in the zone.
The 1-0, that's outside for ball 2. Kumi 0 for 1. He was caught looking back in the first.
But again, 2 outs, 1 on. Carter looking to set him down here again in the third and get that offense back up and going for the Raiders.
May from the stretch. The 2-0.
Hit and run.
There's not going to be a play.
Great position. Oh, great throw from Scott Knight trying to get the runner that was leaning way off of second and not in time. Great late swing there off the bat of Ryan Kume. He just waited till the last second to make that swing and did make good enough contact with a very high bouncer that stopped in very shallow infield. Scott Knight able to get to it, but just not able to make a play from there.
Riojas comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to left his first time up. Swing and a miss on a fastball outside.
Need to find Mr. Jonathan Wilson, see if he's got the gun going tonight, and see if Carter May's touching 90 or not. Definitely had a zip on a few of those fastballs.
Riojas will call time and step out. Kid with the wheels at second base. Another off-speed pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. And Riojas down in the count. 0-2.
Of course, Riojas had a great outing himself, didn't he? He had at least 2 hits, if I'm not mistaken, Tuesday night.
Well, I'll have to go back. I mean, they had like 15 hits.
15 hits, yeah.
The 0-2, that's high for ball 1. But that was a good idea right there.
Yeah, it looks great. I mean, see if you can get him to
like
chase.
A big old meatball coming.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Just never dropped into the zone. Called a ball, which was fine.
1-2 the count. Fastball outside.
Or should I go this way?
Yeah.
He was outside.
He's outside.
I was seeing if anybody looked up here.
He's outside. Deuce is wild for Riojas. That is chopped on and hit foul down the right field line. Look at Cooper Dye coming out there and taking care of business.
Fielding his position very well.
Right from the dugout.
From the dugout.
Again, Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on. 4 of a kind. Swing and a miss.
Challenge him.
Strike 3 and out number 3.
Great recognition from Carter May. Challenge him. He's been late on every one of those fastballs and then out ahead of the changeup. So let's go at him with a fastball and see what he can do with it. And he comes up empty.
No runs on 2 hits. They leave 2. On to the 4th we go. Raiders leading this one 6-1. Due up for the Raiders. Back to the top of the order. Graves, Caro, and Solis. So as you mentioned a while ago, we might see a pinch hitter come in.
Correct. And we've actually seen pretty good success on most batters tonight. I mean,
looks like Jacob Spates may be coming in to hit for Graves.
Well, Graves is
that Graves?
That is Graves.
I thought that was.
Scott Knight was the 3rd out, so Adrian Graves.
That's Christian Caro there.
Oh, it is. You're right. Sorry, they're both.
I saw the 1, and I knew it wasn't Graves because he's number 3, and I thought, maybe that's.
Sure, they are the same, but I guess it probably should have told me the fact that he's standing left-handed.
It's Spates. All right.
That I should have known better.
Mark Ramirez on the pitch, the 4th.
So, yeah, Coach Crimp did go over and talk to the home plate umpire to let him know, but we still have nobody. Nope.
So
Adrian Graves is coming out.
He is still hitting for himself. He's 0 for 2. He is
that's what I was
twice.
Like, what was taking so long to have somebody come out here to.
Graves playing left field for the Raiders.
Coach loves him defensively.
First pitch cut on and missed for strike 1. The 0-1, that's into the turf for ball 1. Man, look at Carl with his on-deck fielding percentage.
They're on it. I'm telling you, these guys are for sure on it tonight. They've heard about the stat. I think they want to get that trophy that we mentioned.
That pitch outside for ball 2. See, I wish like on our field where they have the
Yep.
H for Hayes. I wish we had our
What I love is the
RR
in center field. They have their logo in center field too. Oh,
that pitch gets the outside corner. That's a good pitch. 2-2.
You know, the way they have it cut, it's a little
Yeah.
different in center field. And again, you can't really see it on our camera, but
The 2-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. Oh, he fouled it, and it hits the turf.
all right, staying alive.
He did make contact. I couldn't tell that from my vantage point
Until we saw her tag him. Yep. Guerrero put the tag on.
2-2, that's outside for ball 3, and the count goes full. Mr. Jonathan got his dance on right here. The payoff pitch. That's outside for ball 4, and Graves will get on base for the first time tonight.
It's one way to do it.
That'll bring up Christian Caro. Caro is walked, and he is grounded to second, and he has scored. So there's that.
He scored off the walk in the first inning.
He was the first run to come in from the 2 RBI single by Connor Thompson.
He was really good at hitting Tuesday night. Had a lot of deep balls to left center.
And pitched down and away for ball 1 to Caro. Ramirez will take a moment to tie his shoes.
Tie them shoes. Don't want to be tripping over your laces.
Don't want to do it.
No.
Simply not going to do it.
Not going to do it. It wouldn't be prudent. Not at this juncture.
Jacob Solis on deck.
Dana Carvey.
Carvey. Wow. Really?
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
I wonder if our guy was corrected or told to quiet down because I haven't heard him since the
I haven't.
second inning.
1-1 the count to Caro. That pitch low and inside for ball 2. See, at least you get to keep your drink up on the table. I have to put mine down on the ground.
That's why you bring a Yeti.
Well, I didn't know they were going to have lemonade.
A little hit and run of our own.
Throw over to first in time. That'll be a fielder's choice. 4-3 on the putout.
Again, another really good job of hit and run put on to advance that runner over.
Well, it's good that Graves had as good a jump as he had because there was no opportunity to double up.
Correct.
Solis is 1 for 2. He has singled and grounded to short. Pitch low for ball 1. Mason Gonzalez on deck.
Oh, there it is.
Wow, that off-speed pitch gets the top of the zone for strike 1.
Good looking pitch there. It just was able to sneak in at the top.
The 1-1 from Ramirez gets the outside corner for strike 2. Can't argue those. Those are good pitches.
No, good pitches.
1-2 the count to Solis. He lays off for ball 2.
So our mystery
that was almost a balk.
Our mystery stand umpire over here has been recording all the boys hitting. Yeah, so I don't know.
The 2-2 pitch. This is lifted up and playable.
Behind home plate.
And
Guerrero squeezes it.
Guerrero does squeeze it. There's a pop up to the catcher.
Mason Gonzalez.
2 away for Mason Gonzalez.
And once again, runner on second.
Gonzalez has walked and lined back to Ramirez. That pitch got away from Guerrero.
Yeah, just
for ball 1.
Graves unable to see really how far away it got, and so he thought about it, but realizing that it was not far enough. He smartly makes his way back to second.
Connor Thompson on deck. Ramirez takes a long look in, gets a sign from Guerrero, checks Graves back at second, and makes a throw over, but pulls Garcia way wide.
Yeah, but it almost was a half-hearted throw there from Ramirez. Maybe didn't have the ball. I don't know. It was interesting because he could have been a bang-bang play there on Graves, who was a little late on making his way back to second.
That pitch down and away for ball 2. 2-0.
Get it, Michael, get it. Go, Francis. Go, Francis. Go, Francis. Go, Francis.
This is hit out to left.
Oh, off the
Baruman
glove.
off the glove, and that will score
Baruman.
Graves. And I didn't see it because the camera was in my view. Was that an error?
It was an error. Oh, it was an error. He was camped on it. He was camped on it, and just it was turning again. Lefty hitting it opposite field like that. Ball's turning away from him, and he never positioned himself for that movement in the ball and put his glove up, and it just bounced right off the webbing.
Mason Gonzalez with an RBI. That'll bring up Connor Thompson
on the
2
error.
for 2. And the run scores on the error.
That's
that pitch.
Good pitch.
Gets the outside corner for a strike. This is hit way deep.
Gosh, that's nuked.
To
off
the fence.
Top
and
of the
fence.
fence.
It's going to be a triple.
Oh, easy triple. Easy triple. He could have stood on that one with it bouncing off the top and coming back. The actual left fielder, Baruman, had to play that because
Kid thought it was going over the fence.
Well, Kid was back there on it and turned to look at it, and yeah, it bounced off the very top of the fence, and then.
And Coach Howard's going to call time.
Yeah, it ricocheted well past Kid, unable to play it, and again, great job for Baruman there to cover and got that ball in without it being an in-the-park home run. But another run crosses the plate off of that nuke shot.
That's going to be it for Ramirez. Number 12.
Number 12 is making his way in for the Hayes Hawks. That is Tucker Schmidt. For your lemonade,
thank
sir.
you.
Gotta love it, folks, here in the stands enjoying the broadcast as well.
What was his name?
Oh, that is Tucker Schmidt. SCHMIDT. Tucker Schmidt. Name that we did not call on Tuesday night among the 5 pitchers that did find their way to the bump Tuesday night for the Hawks. Tucker Schmidt, not one of them. So he comes in relief of Mark Ramirez. Mark Ramirez does exit the game with
brought a sharp
3 2/3 innings pitched, allowing 8 hits, only 2 earned runs.
That's not right.
That's not right. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 8 runs scored. He did this all on 79 pitches, 47 for strikes. So, again,
every run he has except for 1 is earned.
Yeah, very high pitch count there for.
And that was the last run that's
3 2/3 innings.
Because Gonzalez reached on the error.
Yeah. They're learning.
Adolfo Arribas makes his way to the plate to face Tucker Schmidt for the first time. 1 on with 2 outs. Connor Thompson sitting 90 feet away. This is hit to right center.
Oh,
That's going to go over the head, and Rivas has the hot bat. Him and Connor Thompson working in here in the middle of this order.
and we do now have
Raiders have plated 3 runs in this inning.
number 4 coming in. It's not on here.
Look on, Game Changer. That's not Mott. Mott is number 48.
Yeah, not 48. Let's see what it shows here.
That pitch high and inside.
Yeah. Jordan, come on.
Coborn.
Jordan Comorn coming in.
Throw over to first. In and out of the glove. That takes for ball 1 to Comorn. This is popped up and fouled back out of play for
Watch my camera. Oh.
1-1 the count. Rivas jumped on that first pitch offering from Schmidt
Yes, he did.
for the RBI single.
Just beyond the outstretched arms of the second baseman.
That pitch down the middle for a strike, and 1-2 the count to
Kume.
Comorn. Ryan Kume.
Kumi.
Not Kume. Kume. You established that on Tuesday. Look at you messing up.
And I slept since then.
The 1-2.
Another hit and run.
Right field, and this will see Rivas to third. Runners on the corners with the base hit.
Again, great piece of hitting here from the Raiders. Just a
That'll bring up Carson Pruitt. Pruitt
and there
is 2 for 2. He has singled and doubled.
And Manny, Coach
And he
Perez.
has 3 RBIs.
Coach Perez checking with Crimp if he wanted to leave Comorn in to run, and it looks like he will be doing that. And then
He may want to. I mean, he's in the designated hitter spot.
yes. He's in for Andrew.
Sanchez.
Okay.
Coach Howard will call time and make a trip out to the mound. Ashley Perez, Rouse Girls Soccer is supporting. Let's go. Way to go, girls. Having an outstanding season, Lady Raiders.
Yes, they have been. And when do they play again?
They're playing, I believe, I think tomorrow. Ashley, can you
I'm sure
let us know when y'all are playing? Maria Reyes, hi, girls soccer watching from Corpus. Yeah, they're playing at Cabness. They're playing at Cabness Field.
At Corpus, ready to play tomorrow then?
Yeah, I think so. Keep us updated on how y'all are doing, and
for sure,
we'll be sure to broadcast that out.
Yeah, because, again, if they're playing tomorrow, we will be broadcasting tomorrow early.
At College Station.
Our game is at 11 o'clock first pitch. So early morning on a Saturday for Mr. Francis and I hitting the road. Make that 2-hour trip.
Carson Pruitt having a night. 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs. He was left stranded at third back in the first. First pitch. This is popped up. Shallow infield fly. Fernandez underneath it. He'll make the catch, and that will do it for the Raider fourth. But they get 3 runs on 2 hits, and they leave 2. On to the bottom we go. Raiders leading this one 9-1 over the Hayes Hawks. Due up for the Hawks, Cuevas, Guerrero, and Fernandez. Carter May makes his way back out. And, of course, this kind of room gives you a little more breathing room, and your pitcher can relax more and settle into his game. And
yeah, I mean, well, he had a 5-run lead. He's never had less than a 5-run lead.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So with them being able to put 5 runs in the top of the first.
He did. He had the 5-run lead when he came in, but a 4-run lead when he went out.
But then it turned around back to a 5 quick, and then so on and so forth. But yes, I mean, it definitely frees you up, allows you to have an opportunity to pitch more free, work on a few things, not feel as pressured.
As long as we're talking, we can keep it on.
Yeah, not feel as pressured and not have that angst, that tightness in the pitching motion, really trying to do too much, trying to overthrow. And I was alluding to that earlier, in his outing at Liberty Hill, that, he just couldn't get downhill, couldn't find that strike zone, and then you start overthrowing. You start pressing, and then the more you press and the more you overthrow, the worse things tend to get, and just not being able to find that strike zone. And he got pulled out of that game pretty quickly at Liberty Hill.
Ryan Cuevas will make his way to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single. He singled back in the second. He's left stranded at third.
Okay.
May taking a long look in. Finally has the sign that he wants. From the windup. Fastball. This is cut on and hit into right center. Thompson will get to it and hold him to a single.
Yeah, 1 pitch and a rope out to right field. Well, center. More center than right. And nuke that one. And
yep. Guerrero comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He struck out.
Carter. The Raiders rolling up.
Of course, Joshua Guerrero, the catcher.
This is the first inning that May has not retired the leadoff.
Okay.
Fastball cut on and missed on a pitch down and away.
Wonder if that was the...
And, of course, Guerrero, he struck out on 4 pitches.
Yeah, if that was the discussion in the dugout over there is, hey, he's trying to come at us with first pitch strike, and let's see about we can jump on it. And
wow, he didn't give him that.
Nope, that was two pitches in a row that were offered at. Just Guerrero coming up empty.
May comes set. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging.
Woo-hoo! Change up.
Man, that was nasty. 1-2.
Great change up there from Carter May.
He checks Cuevas at first.
And here
Gonzalez holding him on.
Does he go back to the heat here and challenge him?
Well, he chased one down and away to strike out his first time up. He goes high and inside for ball 2.
Not intended high inside, as Pruitt actually had to reach well across to the other side to make that catch, as Pruitt was set up on the outer half of the plate, as he is again.
The 2-2 pitch. Pitch.
Pretty pitch. Pruitt was expecting that to be called a strike. I thought it was a strike all day long.
And a terrible call.
And just nothing. Oh, my goodness.
Full count to Guerrero. This is fouled off. This umpire has really struggled behind the plate. Unlike the one we had on Tuesday night, that guy was pretty good.
Yeah, he was solid. Their lady started making some suspect calls, but he was tired just like everybody else with a 5-hour game.
The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Could have easily been called a ball, but
May picks up his 4th strikeout of the night. Guerrero obviously likes that outside pitch.
Very much so.
He chases after it. And Fernandez is 0 for 0. He is grounded to first, and he is reached on an errant throw by Christian Carl. Swing and a miss.
So 0 for 0 or 0 for 1?
He is 0 for 0 because that does not count. That does not count because he reached as an error. So it's 0 for 0. It doesn't count as an at-bat.
So he reached
on the error.
both times?
No, he was grounded to first.
Grounded to first.
The first time up, and
Right.
then he reached on the error.
So he grounded to first and it was an out?
Yes.
So he was 0 for 1.
No, you
In
didn't
that-
count that. Oh, yeah, you're 0 for 1. I'm sorry.
Isn't he 0 for 1 if he was an out, right?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right.
I'm missing something.
Boy, Francis, you got to get your head out, son. Cuevas will pick up a stolen base. No throwing attempt. Boy, I really whiffed on that, Jonathan.
I'm missing something here.
That's an
Normally, you're the one that always has to correct me, and I'm like,
that's an EPBP. Error on the play-by-play. That pitch outside. 3-1 to Fernandez. Pruitt gives the sign. Fastball cut on and missed.
there it was.
Strike 2.
That was one of the guys up here says, "Go at him, man. Just go at him." And sure enough, challenge him with the fastball. They are having a heck of a time catching up with it. And I mean, that's one of those, you just keep throwing that until they prove you wrong, right?
Right. Payoff pitch coming up.
Again, love to see
May
him.
toes in.
Love to see him go right back at that strike or fastball.
The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Carter May. Out number 2 of this inning.
Ryder Garcia.
Garcia's 1 for 2.
Well, everybody's getting some of that kettle corn tonight.
He has singled and flown out to right. I got the big $10 bag,
Okay.
but the bad thing is it doesn't come with a tie wrap around it. It's sealed at both ends. That pitch outside for a ball.
Oh, is it not a resealable, maybe?
It's not a resealable. I mean, look at it.
Oh, yeah.
So
You got to eat enough.
I mean, it's packed tight.
You got to eat enough of it that you can
bag,
place that bag at the top,
That bag is packed tight. This is hammered into. Oh, what a play by Caro.
The throw.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. An ESPN moment for Christian Caro.
Everybody greets him on that one as that was the...
as he snow-coned it in his glove.
He did. It was nuked into what should have been easily right field, and he comes up with it and then has to do the spinning throw and puts it right on the money.
Target.
Mason Gonzalez with an easy little scoop there at first base to get the out. And great play. I mean, we've seen now two great defensive plays on each side of the field. Obviously, again, Mark Ramirez there against Mason Gonzalez stealing a hit.
The Hawks get no runs on one hit, and they leave one stranded. On to the 5th we go. Raiders leading this one 9-1. Due up for the Raiders, Knight, Graves, and Caro.
And should I say this, a couple of runs crossing the plate here, and we could have an early game tonight.
That would be sweet.
Versus a 13-inning marathon.
Now I can leave it up on the table.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Mr. Hassanawat.
Hassanawat to the rescue as he heard our cry for
heard my bemoanings.
Water all over the defensive chart here that now we can't even read Ryan Kume's name. We can't read names. So. We can't read Cuevas' first name.
Riojas.
Graydon Kidd is smudged.
Graydon Kidd.
Diego Riojas at first. And Mark Ramirez, the pitcher. Like everybody's just a green splotch on the page.
Knight comes to the plate. He is 1 for 2. He has singled and flown out to right. Adrian Graves on deck. Tucker Schmidt back out on the mound, and that will go to the backstop.
How did he not call that a strike?
Oh, my goodness.
It was so far.
Listen at you.
Just a bit outside.
Just a little ornery. 1-0 the count tonight. Schmidt pitching from the stretch.
Oh,
That
and then
fastball. Wow, I'm not sure where that missed.
looked good to me, but again, that was up.
That was
And-
a waist-high fastball.
Up, he is not liked calling tonight.
2-0 the count. Wow.
And again, he goes
Again,
right
another
back
beautiful
at it.
pitch. Goodness gracious.
Just surprised we
3-0.
don't hear more
The count.
moanings from the Hayes.
That pitch outside for ball 4, and Knight draws a 4-pitch walk. Granted,
3 of them looked really good.
3 of those pitches looked really, really good. That'll bring up Adrian Graves.
Or should we say at least 2 of them looked really good. That last one was
Well, the first one that he...
first ball. Well, the first one was obviously way
the first
out.
one was to
Then
the
that
backstop, right?
last one still.
Graves shows bunt, and he lays it down. Throw to first in time. That's a sacrifice for Graves as he does his job.
Yes, he does.
Back bunt.
Another great job of hit and run. No opportunity at all, even though Guerrero was able to pounce on that very quickly as it just cleared the right base, right hitter's box and batting box, and just he was on it quick, but couldn't even glance at second because Scott Knight was there easily.
This is hit out to left field, and that's going to
it's
fall
down.
in for a base hit. And that will see Knight over to third.
And again, more great base running. Scott Knight doing what he's supposed to do by keeping an eye on that ball, going halfway and realizing it did drop and able to scamper over to third without drawing a throw to him.
Jacob Solis will come to the plate. He is 1 for 3. He has singled, grounded to short, and popped up to the catcher.
An extra base hit here would go mighty nicely. Oh, out. Like
Morrow just out by 4 feet.
I wonder if that was supposed to be a delayed steal that Crimp will call from time to time just to see if they can entice the throw and allow the runner at third possibly to advance.
Stealing that was 2-6.
And that was a ball.
2 balls.
2 balls. Yeah, the
Two
pitch
Solis.
the pitch on the throwdown pickoff was a ball.
So was there supposed to be a cover swing in there? That pitch in the turf for ball 3.
Yeah, I mean, was it another hit and run? Was it
Yeah.
a cover swing?
Somebody.
Or was it a delay? You know, there's so many things that it could have been that I guess we will never know.
We'll know. I'll ask Coach.
Yeah, we'll ask Coach.
Fastball down the middle for a strike,
Yeah,
and
he
that will
was
take the
hitting-
count 3-1.
Jacob Solis just sitting on that one as he was on a 3-0 count.
That's high for ball 4, and that'll put runners on the corners. 2 walks issued this inning by Tucker Schmidt, and that will bring up Mason Gonzalez. Gonzalez has walked, he has lined to the pitcher, and he has reached on an error. Connor Thompson on deck. And you know they're not going to pitch around Gonzalez to get to Thompson.
No.
This is line to short. He makes the catch, and that will do it.
Well, all for naught with the leadoff runner on and made it to third. And
Raiders get no runs on 1 hit. They leave 2. On to the bottom we go. Raiders leading 9-1. Due up for the Hawks. Baruman, Herring, and Kidd. So we were hoping to get a couple of runs on there that we might be able to get out of this game.
I told you I wasn't sure if I wanted to say it or not, but I did. Commentators curse. Darn it.
Normally I don't drink too much while I'm in the broadcast because the last thing I want to do is have to go to the restroom. So I've made a habit over the years of not really drinking anything hardly during the day just because I don't want to have to take off to go to the restroom.
I'm really surprised that we were able to sit
through 4 hours and 50 minutes.
5 hours worth of game without any problems.
Right, yeah.
And
you were drinking water.
I was drinking water. I actually drank my full cup, and they brought me more that I poured in, so. Got to keep the whistle wet, keep the vocals clean. And
Joaquin Baruman will make his way to the plate. He is 1 for 2. He has singled to center and flown out or popped up to the shortstop. Carter May back out to pitch the 5th. Fastball low for ball 1.
Got to wonder what some of these fans think about the walk-up songs and,
right.
that are being played.
I kind of like not having the walk-up songs.
Right?
Yeah. The 1-0, that's high and outside for ball 2. It's a nice complex here at Hayes.
Yes, it is.
They sit on a huge campus over here. The 2-0. This is hit down to third. That is played by Knight. Throw to first in time. 5-3 on the putout of Baruman.
Really plays a solid defense over there, does Scott Knight. Always in the right position. Never flinches or is influenced by those really hard hit balls. I mean, he just positions himself nicely, doesn't panic.
Herring 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out to second.
You'll never see him backing up, right? It's always charging, always moving forward.
He swings at a pitch in the turf, and that gets Pruitt in the chest. The umpire will walk it back out to give Pruitt a little bit of a
actually knocked the glove off too. Yeah, I think that was actually high, almost towards the throat area. He's moving his neck around side to side as well. Not expecting a swing and a miss there was Pruitt.
Yeah.
That ball spiked well in front of home plate.
The 0-1.
Oh,
wow.
That was generous.
Interesting.
Look at me. I'm marking the last one a ball because of where it went. I'm forgetting that he swung. Like, oh my goodness.
That pitch. Got some fans in the stand calling a strike.
Got the strike call from the fans.
May from the windup. The 1-2. Swung on. This is hit back up the middle. That's going to be deep in the hole, but there will be no play.
Yeah, great.
He will get a single out of that.
Jacob Solis knocking that ball down. Unable to pop back up to make a throw, but
good. So deep in the hole. There was no way you could have got him.
Not at all. I mean, just it's surprisingly enough that he was able to get to that ball.
That'll bring up Graydon Kidd. He is 1 for 2. He is grounded to first and is singled. He was stranded back in the third. Herring extends his lead at first. That pitch in for a strike. A little off speed to give a change of pace.
Yeah, finding that little spot. He's just really loved that off speed to the lefties. You know, that's been a really good pitch for him. Breaking across the plate.
That is hit foul down the right field side for strike 2. 0-2 the count to Mr. Kidd. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Who came out of that dugout slow like that? You know, where
to go get
where Nate Straight took off down.
Oh, yeah, he did, like I said, multiple times.
We got a sluffer over here. Just
no number.
Taking his time. He's wearing a jacket at pitch outside for a ball.
Yeah, I've seen him before. I don't recognize him. He's super tall. Well, I'm short, so everybody's super tall to me, right? Somebody getting warmed up here in the bullpen.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Super die.
3. Two away.
Does look like
Ryan Kumi will come to the plate.
Yeah.
Kumi is 1 for 2. He has singled and struck out looking. And that single was an infield bunt or a hopper that went down the baseline.
On the hit and run.
That pitch high for ball 1.
Again, very effective hit and run. Again, as I mentioned, number 15, Cooper Dye, starting to get warmed up in the bullpen for the Raiders. Currently, Carter May up against 86 pitches.
That pitch gets the outside corner for a strike.
Yep, now we got some of the Hayes faithful chiming in on that pitch call. Not liking that outside.
Fastball gets the outside corner, right back to it.
That was
looking
definitely better than the pitch prior to that, but yep. This isn't the dads chiming in for Hayes. This is the wild moms.
That is.
Oh, and finds his way.
Right field. Had a seeing eye single.
Yeah, just past the stretch of Mason Gonzalez moving to his right and not able to come up with that ball.
Diego Riojas will make his way to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He has flown out to left and struck out.
And again, this is a good guy to challenge, right? He showed in each of his previous at-bats having a difficult time catching up to that fastball.
From the stretch, that pitch outside for ball 1.
Sitting on 2 outs. Now would be the time to really, again, challenge and go at this with being able to make the 1 out needed at third, second, or first.
Wow. Okay.
Good looking pitch.
We've gotten some. We've
lost some. I mean, you know, it's all good.
Two 2-0 the count. That is fouled off for strike 1. 2-1 the count to Riojas. Riojas, the first baseman for the Hawks.
Oh, I just noticed the stars inside, the red, white, and blue stars inside of the on deck circle.
Yeah,
that is really cool.
That's the Hayes County ISD logo.
Oh, is it? Okay. I mean, I like it.
That's their logo.
Good looking logo.
Yep, we got the moth flying in front
Man,
of
that big, did you see that big old moth when I got here?
Yeah. Ball 3. 3-1 the count to Riojas.
Challenge him here. Need to challenge him.
Got 34 getting loose in the. That's Signs, right?
34 is Signs, yes. Who was the second pitcher Tuesday night.
Fastball cut on and fouled back out of play.
All right, here we
count
go.
Goes full.
Full count. Best on best.
Uh-oh, what happened? We lost our chat. There we go. Now we're back.
Fourth round. Here we come.
Way to go, girls. They
Oh,
played
they
today.
won.
A 7-0 win. Fourth round. Here we come. Way to go, Lady Raiders.
Yes.
Excited to go to the fourth
So they
round.
played
Make these deep
today.
runs. Yeah.
Nice.
Played today at Cabinets Field in Corpus. Payoff pitch coming up. That is fouled off. That'll be played. That's not fouled off. It's bunted. Throw to first in time, and that will do it. That will go 1-3.
That just seemed like it took forever to develop, and then Carter May comes up and just lobs it over there. Still able to, in time to make the play, but just seemed like for sure that it would have been a bang-bang play at first.
They get no runs on 2 hits. They leave 2. After 5, it's 9-1 Rouse.
And here we go again. Same score, 9-1. And
on to the 6th.
Top of 6. And
due up for the Raiders, Thompson, Urives, and Comorn.
Been a part of the lineup that's been very effective up to this point here for the Raiders. Reaching most of the times, right? I don't know what do we got? Urives is it's been on
3 for 3.
3 for 3.
3 for 3.
Yes, exactly. And Thompson scored all 3 times.
Yeah. Thompson has 2 singles and a triple. He scored 3 times and he has 2 RBIs. So he's been a scoring machine tonight.
Yes, he has.
Urives has scored once and he has 1 RBI. But he has 3 singles.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Again, just, see the middle of the lineup and Andrew Sanchez struggling a bit there in the DH spot, and coach elected to go with
did you just
Jordan Gamorn? Yeah, snow cone catch.
Make that catch. He goes way up to get that one. Or that was going out to the center field.
Oh yeah, the overthrow on the throwdown, but he did that earlier in the initial warm up for the first inning. His throwdown was high. All right.
Thompson facing Schmidt for the first time tonight. He takes high for ball 1. Urives on deck.
Do not see anybody warming up for Hayes.
The 1-0.
Oh,
my goodness, that almost gets him in the head. And then his batter's box fielding percentage as he picks up the ball and tosses it
from his backside.
From his backside.
He was laying down still, and the ball rolled right up to him.
There's another made-up stat. The batter's box fielding percentage. The 2-0, this is fouled back and out of play.
Over the tree.
Over the trees behind us.
Wait.
For strike 1.
Wrong trees. Of course, feeling it with a 2-0 count, swinging away. Is Connor Thompson.
Schmidt pitching exclusively from the stretch. That pitch down and away for ball 3. And you're in danger of putting your fastest man on base right here.
Yeah, and he's seeing the ball so well. It's like, man, give me something to hit.
This is hitting into right.
Just like that.
And just Connor Thompson having a night.
What a great shot there.
4 for 4 on the night.
And that
3 singles and a triple.
And again, you're seeing the ball so well when he recognizes exact location there. Give me outside. He sends it all the way down the right field line. Anything on the inside, he's turned.
Well, he's sprayed it.
Had that triple.
To see his spray chart for this game.
Yes.
That pitch way outside to Arribas.
Quite having that technology available to us yet.
This is in on the hands. He fouls it back out of play for strike one. So much like baseball, when you go to that fourth level, you got to get 5 levels, 6 levels to get to state, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say they're heading to the regional semis.
Oh, that looked good. Great looking pitch. Not called a strike there. Again, maybe high, maybe outside. Not really sure where that missed.
2-1 the count to Arribas.
There's a strike right down
That
the
was
pipe.
right down there. 2-2. Jordan Comorn on deck.
Number 4.
There will be no throwdown, as Thompson will pick up a stolen base.
Good pitch to do it. I mean, not a good pitch for Guerrero to have an opportunity. Fastball. Did not have a swing in front of him to throw off his line of sight, and still no throw, though. Just the
Payoff pitch. That's inside for ball 4.
The jump that Connor Thompson had on that one just did not allow him an opportunity to make that throw.
Schmidt gives up his 3rd walk of the night. 2 on for Jordan Comorn. Comorn is 1 for 1. He singled back in the 4th. And he was left stranded there.
Yes, he was.
As Carson Pruitt came up and popped up the 3rd.
Comorn had another good hit and run. Opportunity driving that to right field.
High and outside for ball 1. Comorn shows bunt. He'll lay off for ball 2.
And I think this was a more of a swing away. Nope.
No, he's shown bunt last
Rounds
2
out
times.
to show bunt.
That's high and inside for ball 3. And that may be exactly why he's doing it.
Yeah, I mean, if he's having a hard time again, you get that bat right in the way of
The 3-0. That's down there for a strike.
And will he?
Carson Pruitt on deck. This has popped up. A high infield fly. Could be.
High.
Infield fly rule is in effect.
Too high. All right. Only 1 out, though. First out of the inning. And again, first 2 batters reach. 1 on a walk, 1 on a hit. And now Pruitt, another hot bat this evening for the Raiders. Will he swing at first pitch?
That pitch gets the outside corner for a strike.
Of course, Pruitt has had a front seat view to these pitches that are being called tonight, and he even shook his head on that one and stepped out of the box.
Fastball in for ball 1. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Can't disagree with her. 1-1. Schmidt deals, swing and a miss.
Changeup. Got him.
For strike 2.
Way out in front of that one.
Something sounds nice.
Yeah, it does. Oh, defensive swing there.
That's what I like right there.
That was just a...
Something close. Foul it off. 1-2. Schmidt at 37 pitches so far. 1-2. That's high and inside. What? Did I miss it?
Did we miss? Oh, he got hit. I'm about to say, I don't have any balls.
Yeah.
Why are we sitting on?
He got hit to load the bases. I didn't
And
see where he got hit.
Coach Howard comes over to discuss that, but
He's probably saying, well, he didn't even flinch.
he backed off because it was inside, but I honestly would have thought, if anything, it maybe had contacted the butt of the bat because, very, very quiet.
Scott Knight is singled. He's flown out to right, and he has walked.
Nonetheless, great opportunity here for the Raiders.
In fact, he walks against Schmidt here to start off the 5th inning.
Yeah, he
pitch
did.
outside for a ball.
On that was the one that two of the pitches looked really, really good.
Yep.
When Schmidt came in, and they were not called strikes.
1-0.
Oh, there's
Club.
absolutely
Garcia.
There's 2 runs and a 3rd run on the way in.
Throw.
Bases
Will not
clearing
be in
double.
time.
Wow. That just shows how hard that ball was hit. Almost caught by a jumping rider. Garcia nicked his glove, and it still made it into the gap to the fence to allow all 3 runs to score.
Double for Scott Knight.
That was absolutely nuked off the bat of Scott Knight.
Raiders extend their lead 12-1 over the Hawks.
And in comes pitcher number 3 of this game, number 14.
I think that is Nate Strait.
And number 14 would be Colton Earp.
Nope, I am.
That'd be the great grandson of Wyatt Earp. Oh, I made that up, everybody.
Let's say you know something we don't.
No, but that sounds like a good name. Colton Earp.
Colton Earp. Makes me want to go home and watch Tombstone.
I love it. Best movie ever made.
Jerk that smoke wagon and go to work.
Yep. You gonna do something or just stand there and bleed? I said, go to work, boy.
Go to work, boy. Darn right you're scared.
I see it in your eyes.
And Kurt Russell did such a great
They
job.
all did. Sam Elliott, Bill Paxton,
Yep.
Kurt Russell, obviously
Val
Kilmer, Doc Holliday, by hands down the most unbelievable.
Why, Johnny Ringo.
Play for blood, that's just my game. Yes, why, Johnny Ringo. Look like somebody just walked all over your grave.
I was just funny.
I wasn't.
I wasn't.
Fight's not with you, Holiday. All right. Say when. Yep, I just, my wife absolutely just scoffs every time that movie's on, and I'm watching it. It doesn't matter.
The whole movie.
Right? I do the whole thing before they say it.
Right.
And I can't stop myself from doing it, but I just absolutely love it.
Well, bye.
Why, Johnny Tyler, Madcat, where you going with that shotgun?
Oh, we got a pinch hitter.
Oh, number 5.
Number 5 hitting for Graves.
Number 5 for your Rouse Raiders is Noah Stover.
That's right. I should know that.
Noah Stover. And
hitting down the middle. That'll be a base hit.
Scores 9 for another extra base hit for the Raiders.
And that is going to be an RBI double.
And he swaps places with him, making it very easy to update the scoreboard here. I just got to put a run on there. I don't have to change anything else.
Now, 32 last year.
And now, batting for the Raiders is number 22, Ashton Preston. That's a new name I haven't got to see yet. Number 22, Ashton Preston. I'll go ahead and just leave this up because.
All right, yeah.
Oh, nope. Jacob Solis is hitting for himself. So another lefty. We have 4 lefties in the lineup. How about that? Coach
pitch
must be
in
loving
for a
that.
Raiders leading this one 13-1. The 1-0 pitch misses outside for ball 2.
Another good-looking pitch there. Not called. Close enough, but evidently not. And Ashton Preston steps out as Mr. Earp, the pitcher, resets.
Earp toes in. 2-0.
And there's another opposite field hit.
And Stover is going to round first and head for home.
And again,
score another double.
Places. Just reset the count and add a run.
Now Manning shortstop.
Once again, can't say it enough, is the Raider hitters are just seeing the ball so well right now and really knowing what to do with it. You're not seeing that outer half pitch trying to turn it over and pull it. Normally induces an easy ground ball.
This is hit into center. No, it's just able to be caught by.
Yeah. Just off the end of the bat, so very weak.
That will be
line drive.
L6.
EJ for the Raiders.
That's out number 2.
And Jack Doss now coming in, number 40. Oh, no, 23.
We're in 23 today.
Not 42.
Where's 42 in the white?
Or 32, excuse me. 42.
He's 42 in the white.
And 23, Jack Doss, yes. Is in and see what he can do. We've only had an opportunity to see him pitch on multiple occasions.
That pitch, ball 1. 5 runs is scored in this inning.
Matching the amount of runs scored in the first.
Earp will deal low for ball 2. I agree with you, ma'am. But I've just stopped complaining.
Yeah, I mean, just.
Earp toes in and he'll deal.
And again,
that pitch in for a strike.
Has been consistent. And I'm not going to say consistently inconsistent. He's consistently called several of the same pitches, both sides. Strikes have been balls, balls have been strikes.
2-1. This is hit back up the middle. This will be played by Kumi. The throw to first in time. And that will do it for the Raiders. 6.
Picked nicely.
They get 5 runs on 4 hits. They leave 1. On to the bottom we go.
And if they're not able to score 5 runs in this, or 4 runs in this inning, then that will be an early night for us. Still got to put it out there. Got to put it out there. Hey,
do it.
You know,
if it's oh, okay, we got it.
Cooper Dye has now made his way into the game for the Rouse Raiders to relieve Carter May, who has had a great outing. Quick little recap here. If I have an opportunity, Carter May goes 5 full innings, allowing 8 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, and 1 walk on 95 pitches, 58 for strikes. So, yeah, and a little higher on the differential that you would like to see. Definitely over half. Over half of the pitches were strikes. But again, as we've said on multiple occasions tonight, some pitches are being called differently than what we would expect.
Right.
But again, biggest difference that I'm going to see right now, 1 walk. 1 walk.
1 walk.
Not 7, not 8.
When he pitched against Liberty Hill last week,
Well, both
he
pitchers,
struggled, and he gave up a bunch of walks.
both days. We gave up 7 walks in the Tuesday and Friday games or Tuesday and Wednesday against Liberty Hill, and then we gave up another 5 walks Tuesday night.
Right.
So, 19, almost 20 walks in 3 games, and here we are with only 1 tonight so far. So that's bodes well.
All right. Well, Jonathan, get your trash can ready.
Get my trash can ready
Mm-hmm.
to crawl up on top of the.
Right.
I was like, my trash can. What am I throwing away? Oh, fouled off.
This is fouled back and out of play. Ryan Cuevas.
Talking to the boys back here. We got a bunch of the young baseball players running around.
Guerrero and Fernandez due up. Cuevas is 2 for 2. He has singled twice. 1-1.
High and away for ball 1.
That pitch high and inside for ball 2. Yep, that one was
high and inside again.
Ball 3. 3-1 the count for Cooper Dye. Dye toes in. He's pitching from the stretch. That pitch high for ball 4. And they have a leadoff on board, and
it's not the first time, right? I mean, we saw that earlier, and immediately we do see what looked to be Jacob Signs again. Yeah. It looks like Carter May's actually going to catch Jacob Signs there in the. Oh, no, there goes Pruitt.
Driscoll. No, that's Pruitt.
21, yeah.
21. Oh, we got
Driscoll is
in. Defensively swing and a miss.
We didn't know it until we actually saw Pruitt going out there to help warm up Jacob Signs. And, yeah, Pruitt has made his way, Colby Pruitt.
Guerrero is 0 for 2. He has struck out twice. Wow.
Ooh.
My gosh, nice looking off-space pitch.
And just not getting the call.
Let him travel.
For the strike.
1-1. Die comes set. The 1-1 pitch inside for ball 2.
John just not needs to make the adjustment here as he is seemingly getting high and inside frequently.
Throw over to first will not be in time as Cuevas dives back in safely.
Sure. Do we catch anybody else here? No other defensive adjustments.
Die comes
other than Pruitt.
The 2-1 pitch. Fastball. Man, that's the first one that he's called strike.
That's been
well,
low.
We thought he'd call low, but always looked good to us.
Yeah, for sure. Again, get downhill, Cooper Dye.
This is hit into right field. That'll be a base hit, and they have 2 aboard.
Two on, no outs. Good opportunity here for turn a double play.
Fernandez is 0 for 2.
Cooper Dye just, hey, come out here real quick. Call time and come here. Let's talk about this a little bit.
Grounded to first. He's reached on an error, and he is struck out.
Again, would love to see nice, crisp defense here for your Raiders and put this one to bed.
Pitch inside for ball 1. 2 on with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Raiders leading this one 14-1. This is hit into right field. And they will send the runner home. There will be no play at the plate, and that will get under Driscoll.
And the ball should have actually been thrown to third. He had no play at home. Arrives electing to throw home. Great throw, but honestly, that should have gone to third, because I do not know that they were stopping when they were running those bases, trying to squeak out every run possible here. And here we
2
go.
on with Ryder Garcia coming to the plate. He is 1 for 3. He is singled, flown out to right, and grounded to second. Grounded out to second. Pitch outside for ball 1.
And this is not. That just amazes me. This isn't Little League. There should never be a situation in which the umpire goes over to coach
a little thing before he calls a balk, I guess.
No, that's what I'm getting at. You don't do that. You shouldn't be doing that.
That pitch inside for ball 2.
At least I don't think that's you don't coach up the pitcher. If he's going to do it, you call it. You don't tell him, hey, I'm looking for this. I'm looking at this. Maybe it's just, is he making contact with the rubber or too far?
Pitch gets the outside corner.
To the edge? I don't know. But I mean,
for strike 1.
I mean, all I can tell from here is he is standing at the very, very far right, our angle, very far right of the rubber.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. 2-2. Die comes set. A 2-2 pitch. This is lifted high into center. Connor Thompson has it. The throw home.
Great
in time. So
great throw from Connor Thompson, keeping the runner at third. First out recorded of this inning. Bottom of the 6th.
Joaquin Baruman will come to the plate. He is 1 for 3. He is singled, popped up to short, and is grounded to third.
Once again, not really concerned with the runner at third. Unless the ball is hit that side and you have an opportunity, if he commits to home to make that play, but
not sure what's going on. Die kept looking over in the dugout. And the umpire was telling the batter to get in the box.
Yeah.
He lays down the bunt. Throw to first.
In time. And again, let the run score. Who cares? You know, it's. You get the second out. Cooper Dye doing a great job in recognizing that. Runner still does advance to third.
And that will be a sack bunt.
Yep, it's great. Great bunt. Great bunt. It did accomplish what he was trying to do, but again, you know, trying to throw a late bunt down. And
Reese Herring, he has walked, singled, and he's grounded to second.
He was hoping he could get on.
2 away. That pitch down and away for ball 1.
Get ahead 1-5. Let's go down at him. There you go.
Strike down the middle. And that will take the count. 1-1. We're 2 hours and 20 minutes into this contest. That is fouled away for strike 2.
And here we go. Great job. Challenge him. Go right at him. Of course, Herring fouling that one off. Staying alive.
Colby right here. Let's go.
Driscoll gives the sign. The 1-2 from Dye.
There it is.
In case you're looking, at the ball game.
Cooper Dye with a choice word or two. Herring looking back at him, and Cooper making his way out. And just like that, folks, the commentator's curse is not in play.
Yes,
as Rouse able
were
to take
making me
care of
nervous.
business here.
you were making me
Win
nervous, brother.
14-3 is your final in a run roll. Stark contrast to Tuesday night's game. This one goes half the time, exactly half the time of what Tuesday night's game. Almost a 5-hour marathon goes. This one going 2 hours and 25 minutes.
21.
2 hours, 21 minutes.
And they turned the scoreboard off real quick.
Yeah, they did, man. They want to get out of here, I'll tell you. But that actually brings us now, regardless of how the rest of the games play out in District 25-5A, Rouse now slides into the number 2 slot behind Liberty Hill. Even if Liberty Hill were to lose, they would still be at 5-1. But they're likely to win, I would assume. They go 6-0, and we go 4-2.
Coach Crimpane picking up his 528th win.
528 keeps just
the march to 6.
Tallying them up there, and the discussion continues: is how many more years does he have? How many more years will he be here? Does he elect to move on, do something different? Who knows, but, we don't ever want to see him go anywhere. Love to have him here for the length of time that you and I are both. You
want to go over final numbers?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
final numbers here.
Let's go home.
Final numbers here. Again, 14-3. Raiders are victorious. 2 pitchers combined to throw complete game. Cooper Dye does come in, goes 1 inning, allows 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. So again, 2 walks total, 7 strikeouts combined. Cooper Dye, 22 pitches, 12 for strikes. Offensively, we do bring 32 to the plate. Did have 15 hits. The 6 walks issued by Hayes pitching and against 4 strikeouts.
You know what we didn't have tonight that we had on Tuesday night? Hit batters.
Yeah, no hit batters, right? No hit batters. 3 pitchers going for Hayes. Again, 7 earned runs, 4 strikeouts on 6 walks. And once again, the other part of this on the defensive side, only 1 error committed by the Raiders.
Yep.
1 error committed against 2 errors by the Hawks and only 2 walks. So again, big difference. And that easily could have been the difference in the Liberty Hill games, as well as, even though it was a 9-8 win Tuesday night, they still had 6 errors in that game and 5 walks.
Right.
So that's the difference, right? In every game that we've played thus far is errors and walks. Do we have them or not have them? If we don't have them, we've got the bats. We're hitting.
Yeah.
Often.
The middle of the order was Rivas and Thompson were just lights out tonight. So, great game. We enjoyed it tonight. So the happy final here tonight.
14-3.
14-3. Your Rouse Raiders sweep the Hawks in the series. And next week we will be at Cedar Park. I want to say we're at Cedar Park on Tuesday night, and then we will have them at home on Friday night.
I can tell you real quick because I do have that on my before we.
Well, look it up, Mr. Raider.
I'm working it. All right, so next week is Away. Cedar Park is away for Tuesday night, home Friday night.
All right. For Jonathan Kaspar, I'm Michael Francis. Thank you all for tuning in. Be with us tomorrow. We forgot to mention again, we will be at College Station. That's a 10:45 game start, or broadcast
start. 11 o'clock first pitch.
So it'll be early morning for us. So Jonathan's buying the breakfast tacos.
Let's go.
Just kidding.
Hey,
Just kidding.
I drive.
Oh,
I fly you by.
Okay. All right.
I fly you by. I'm driving.
All right. Jonathan's driving.
Got a chauffeur tomorrow. Come on.
All right.
Curbside service as well,
man. You rode with me down here today if I would have known you were going to be home. Work from home.
You were going to work from home. You always work from home on Friday.
I told you. At any rate, listen to our bantering. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. We will see y'all tomorrow at 10 a.m. If not tomorrow, then we will see y'all next.